Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another preset tutorial within Serum. And today we're making this basic dubstep sound that everyone does, but you could make it sound different, kind of cool still. So how are they doing it? Well, from all the tutorials and looking at sample packs, preset packs, and all that stuff, I've noticed they use a lot of FM and as well as this thing called Squarify. I'm going to show you guys both those techniques on just using the first wavetable you could choose inside Serum. So this is what the sound sounds like. So you could really switch the sound up a lot by pitching the oscillator that we're using for the FM different octaves. So I really didn't put too much into this. Most of the sound is coming from the FM, but as well as the Squarify. So what you need to do is highlight them all, and then you click Multis, Process Squarify, and that will flip out the wavetable with this nice algorithm that it's putting in there. Some fancy equations that I don't understand, but you do that and then all of a sudden you're dubstep. You know, you're in dubstep world when you do that. See, that's without it. And with Squarify. So it's kind of like it's there, but now it's good. You know, now it's dubstep. And then you just switch the FM8 or the FM8 FM from B to change the tone. Now in the effects, I was just literally slapping shit on to bring it to life. You put on the dimension expander on the mix, and when you get that LFO going, you know, if you've seen my other tutorials, it gives it that pumping life thing to the stereo image. Now you want to give it some distortion and grit, so without it, gave it that aggressiveness and brought it to life. The chorus, I wanted to slow the rate down. It's at 0, even though it's up. It's at 0. And then you want to open up the low pass filter all the way, turn the feed up to about 30, and the mix to about 20. And then that's gonna... It just adds a little more character to the sound and brings it alive and makes it a little more unique, better to listen to. A little smoother on the ears. I always like what chorus does in minimal amounts. Next I did the compressor, but then I did the LFO on the compressor. Something I don't normally do, but it just sounded good on this sound. Alright, so the compressor, if you listen, it's squashing it a bit, but then it's still letting it breathe because I have it, you know, LFOing on the mix. So sometimes when I want to squash a sound but give it some life, you could parallel compress it, or you could put an LFO on the compressor and just kind of have it going with the movement, you know. Yeah, there's really nothing you can't do. As long if you could route it, be my guest. Do if it sounds good, do it. Then the reverb, I just put the mix on again. You want to automate it with the movement so it moves with it. I think everything else was stock. So this really gave it a softer sound, and not it's in your face still, but not dry. It gives it more character. It gives a little tail. So I actually like it a little more. So about right there sounds good. The last thing I did was this EQ with the notches, and then I started morphing them to frequencies that I thought brought the sound together. So without them, and then with them, it adds that like doing 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 doing. Adds like a little texture to it. In a way, a layer to the sound. And I think it sounds way cooler with it than without it. Like, the sound's all there, but this kind of adds like that ear candy on there and makes you just want to listen to it. But anyways, that's this free preset for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the massive and silent presets we put out this week, as well as the Tarant tip of the 5 tips to a better mix down. So if you haven't watched any of those videos, go ahead and check those out. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week with 4 more videos. Peace.